Hey, Podcast Nation, let's kick things off. Welcome your hosts and special guest, Peter Duffy, CEO of Dealer Image Pro.
Thank you, Quinn.
What is up, Podcast Nation? That is probably, well, that's definitely a different
That's a first,
intro.
right?
That's a first.
First for you.
That's Cowboy Quinn. Thank you, Cowboy Quinn. Everyone,
Thank
that's
you, Cowboy
Cowboy
Quinn.
Quinn. Yes.
Now get out of the hallway with your bananas.
Yeah, you deserve a banana for that one. What's up, Peter? How you doing, man?
I think everybody knows it's been a little light on traffic, but we had a pretty great day yesterday. Touched a lot of great dealers. Got a lot of wonderful leads. That's been great. Today started off a little slow. I don't know if they let out a bunch of meetings or something, but there was like a flood of people. So a little bit better today even. So
Well, that's good, man.
I wonder
That's
if everyone's going to show up tomorrow after being hungover in New Orleans. But I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, I'm glad I had a chance to come over here, do a quick recording. We actually were on stage, that big, beautiful stage behind us earlier.
On Friday.
That was a lot of fun.
Super fun.
So, we've had a chance to kind of talk about a few things, but I wanted to take some time and really kind of deep dive more into what V7 is. You know, so everybody out there, you don't know kind of what we're talking about. All right, this is Peter.
V7
all right, this is Dealer Image Pro, probably one of the coolest image capture apps, or not the coolest image capture app on the market today.
Thank you.
And Peter is just obsessed with finding that perfect picture and making it easy for everyone out there to get it. So much so, he's now on version 7.
Version 7
of the system.
Yeah. So it's Photo Assistant version 7. Obviously, we've been through their 7th version, and it's just easier to teach on, or easier to instruct on. The inventory lists that you use every day, this is a high volume tool.
Yeah.
So it works at a small dealership, but it really has a great effect on an auto group, because once you have a series of 3 rooftops or 5 rooftops all doing the same thing and all trained using the same system and the same app, you now begun to get the operational efficiency side of things, because it saves a lot of time.
Yes.
And then from there, if you have one marketing manager for 5 stores, they're all getting these reporting for time to market for each of those stores, and they can really pinpoint immediately what's going on over there, John, to that general manager, and go, oh, we're a little behind on recon and things like that. Like, you got to pick up the pace here, because then they can see where that stuff is happening. So,
well, they can see where the breakdown might either be in the process or possibly the people, you know, and I think that's
it just identifies an actionable action, right?
And that speed is incredibly important, because we know for a fact that does affect profitability.
Time to market affects profitability. Bucket 1, ad spend, holding cost, all those things kind of come into play when you're talking about. I've just heard this term as well, time to live.
Time to live. Okay, I like that one. Sure, we'll go with that one.
Time to live. I just say time to market.
Yeah, 100%.
From wholesale to retail, acquisition to photos online.
So not only providing all the wireframing to make sure that you do consistently get the right photo.
That's the novelty.
All right, but there are some other cool features you have onto it. Able to put overlays and promotional stuff as well.
That's actually not on the app itself. That's on our platform, Autoport. So all of the AI that we have is in the back end, right? Because you don't need, we talked about this the other day. You don't need AI on the app. That would be ridiculous. You send all the photos in, and as they come through into the cloud, that's where, if you have a set of 33 photos and you got some crooked and some not and whatever, the AI will figure that out and make everything nice and straight. And then it publishes to your website in the same day, right? So there's a editing model essentially that we're using, and then a human aspect of it that just opens up that car, looks through it, and gives it the thumbs up. Or they also do a little quality control. So imagine there's paper floor mats, or they didn't shoot the car correctly.
Well, we've seen that happen, right?
Sun, all those little things.
Someone left their coffee cup in the center console.
Totally. And so they'll flag that photo, and they get an immediate notification on the iPad that says, hey, next time don't leave paper floor mats. Here's one with and here's without. So you're just gently teaching them better habits, which is kind of cool too. But the inventory lists on Photo Assistant V7 are super powerful. Now they have the actual pictures of those photos that you've taken before, right from the VDP.
Yep.
You can thumb through them. You can delete one and reshoot and then send. There's just a whole bunch of really great things, and the UI is awesome. There's also like a secret button, like a hub, where we have all the dealers and cars getting coffee. You can see some of your own stats, like how many cars you shot, what's my, how many photos did I do? So we sort of not gamified it yet, but there's some
some elements to it.
Some fun stuff.
The one thing I really kind of appreciate about it is that the process.
Yeah.
All right, because you created a flow and a process. So let's talk a little bit about the process, because that process is what ultimately yields a consistency.
Right. So you can take our app and take a picture of your fucking feet if you want.
Sure.
Right. But if you don't know where to stand, you don't know where to position the car, and you don't know where to do all that stuff, that is where we have unlimited training for the life of our partnership.
Yes.
And that's really, really important because, dealers have turnover. And if you have somebody in-house doing this, a porter, a detail person, anyone can be a photographer using Photo Assistant or Photo Assistant V7 in this case. And so when you have turnover, you just let us know who the new person is, hand them the same tool, and within 48 hours, we'll get them to where they were, where the last guy was. So your inventory online doesn't miss a beat, right? So everything lines up the same as the last guy did it, and you don't have to be a professional photographer.
Well, and I think that's also important too, because, it's like, look, people change. I mean, you guys know how it is. Someone calls in sick, so on and so forth. But this system really the technology you guys have built together ensures that process is being executed.
Yeah.
Which lets create, and we're talking a lot about this. People go, okay, photos. But really what we're talking about the first impression. All right?
Yeah.
Those photos is the first impression that your customer has of your dealership.
Yeah.
And the consistency to me says a lot.
It's the top of the funnel.
Yeah.
Like really, if they don't see that first picture and it's not great, they're not going to really, unless the mileage and price are right. There's a couple of factors in there, but the photos need to be there. When they get in there, you have to have all that visual information super clear because, you don't call a dealership unless you really want the damn car, honestly, right?
Well,
and so if you give the information that they need, then they're more inclined to do that. And so that's this whole masterclass I did this weekend is all about that. Visual communication.
I actually like that. And for maybe people out there watching, listening, they didn't get a chance to get some of this masterclass. So maybe can you give me a few takeaways?
It was visual communication, speed to market, and the impact of ROI on the dealership, or the impact that those have on ROI. And essentially, you have your holding costs. Imagine you have a $40 a day for a car, according to Cox or whatever. Some cases, dealers are paying more than that or double that. And then you have a 100-car lot. It's $4,000 a day to have those cars on the lot, right?
Exactly.
So at an 11-day time to market, that's $44,000. But at a 6-day time to market, it's $24,000.
Yeah.
So when dealers go, hey, where's the ROI for this product or using this in-house? Well, first, it's very hard to measure better photos, right? And someone's emotions. Sure, we could do clicks and how much more traffic and that sort of stuff, but really, where's the money?
Yes.
And so having the ability to do it immediately in-house right after detail, or even before, right after acquisition would be even better. That's where the ROI is. So I went over that. Unused ad spend. If you have 60% of your cars online, 40% of your ad budget is being wasted. Like the more you can do. So even increasing that by 80% is a much better thing. And then we had the fish analogy.
Okay, what's that exactly?
100 hooks, right? And you have 60% bait on yours and I have 80% bait on mine. I'm likely to catch 20% more fish. However, if you have the same 60% bait on your hooks and it takes you 11 days to bait the damn hooks,
exactly,
and then it takes me 6 days to bait 80%, I mean, I'm just blowing you out of the water, right? Exponentially, like in the longer we fish too. So lots of ROI in taking your photos in-house. And then you just want to make sure you have a good provider. We might not be for everybody, and that's quite okay. But we're the only company that provides the tool.
Yes. Provides the process.
Unlimited training for the life of our partnership.
And you provide people
quality
for
control
support.
and editing. and 5-star support. I mean, go on our Google reviews. It is mainly all about support and training.
I can see it right here. Wonderful training. This project's amazing. No, you guys, like, you hit all 3 categories. I think any dealer out there watching, listening to this right now feels like, that is a complete solution that I can get into, right? Yeah. You guys have brought the process, you brought the technology, and you're there to support my people.
Yep.
To ensure that both the process and the technology is getting utilized and executed correctly.
Yep.
And I think that says a lot.
And despite Cowboy Quinn, we are very serious about what we do for dealerships.
Only him. Everything
However,
else
we also like to have fun doing it.
Absolutely.
Fun in our marketing. So.
Well, hey, I know we're getting towards the tail end, but before I let you go, though, for everybody out there that's watching and listening right now who would love to connect with you and just learn more about about Dealer Image Pro, or
DealerImagePro.com, or Dealer Image Pro / demo, and you can reach out on our lead form, and that'll go right to our sales team. But you'll see us on LinkedIn as well. Find us there.
Yes.
Definitely look up our YouTube page where we have episodes of show I've done, Dealers and Cars Getting Coffee with different GMs and their cars. It's super fun. A play on basically Jerry Seinfeld's. I did it better, but no, just kidding.
I love it.
But they are really super fun. So man, it's good to see you. It was a good show. I do wish we had a little more attendance, but hey, we'll take what we can do. You know what I mean?
100%.
Thanks for being here.
For everybody out there watching, listening, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Peter. Really appreciate it.
Jason.